Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square here with T-Square Talk. I hope everybody's having a great day. Long night last night. We did our live stream for our members giveaway. Had a really good time. It was a lot of fun. A lot of people enjoy the giveaways when we do them. If you missed it, go back and check it out on the live stream. It's a special event that we do basically once every month where we give away a free ounce of silver. And last night's prize was this right here. Beautiful NRA round. I put it in one of these 10,000 subscriber giveaway holders because I did have some extra holders. It was Nathen B that was the winner, but go back and check that out. It was a lot of fun, and if you want to consider becoming a member, it's only $1.99 a month, and to have a shot at winning an ounce of silver, it's an absolute steal in my opinion. A lot of fun. And with so few members, your odds of winning, I think, are pretty good. You know, some people have actually won twice when you think about it, so that's pretty cool too. With that being said, I got a great video planned out today. I originally wasn't going to do a video, but then I had a couple people say, I look so forward to your videos in the morning. And so I was sitting here and I was like, man, you can't not post one. You skipped today because I skipped yesterday because we ended up doing the big live stream, and then I can't skip today too. So, but the topic for today that I want to talk about, I had a comment come in. Point blank, it's getting harder to stack. You know, with everything we buy going up in price, and silver kind of up there in price now. Even though I know it's not high up in price, it's higher than it has been. And it's starting to put its strain on people, even people in the stacking community. We're now sitting at $29. As of right this minute, in the middle of the night, silver sitting at $29, kind of going sideways. Both gold and silver flat on Sunday night trading. And truth be told, everything is going up in price. And we knew this was going to happen. The reason we know is, you know, the more money they print, the more prices are going to keep going up. You know, you're printing money out of thin air. It only makes sense that prices will continue to go up. They're printing more and more money to do all these different programs, government programs, social programs, fund freedom around the world, fund global warming, fund all the other things that politicians find essentially popular, I guess you can say. I was actually reading a quote from Reagan. It said, what was it? Inflation is not because people, American citizens are being wealthier. It's because government is spending wealthier. Obviously, Reagan did fight inflation. And it wasn't exact on that quote, but it pretty much summed up the quote. And that's exactly what it is. You know, inflation is because government is spending more money. It's not because you're spending more money. They want to spin this around and try to tell you that we're the cause of inflation because we're living so wealthy. Even the Russians tried propaganding when they were having really bad inflation years ago, and they said the reason, you know, Americans have so much stuff on their shelf is because we're all too poor to buy anything. And so that's why the shelves were plumb full. But because Russians were living so wealthy, there wasn't much on the shelf for them to buy. But we know better. The people that follow this channel knows better. We've talked about this time and time again. Inflation is simply put, they're overprinting money. They're making the money worth less. As they make it worth less, there's more in the system. You are able to get your hands on more money. You're able to buy more product. And because you're able to buy more product, the product runs out on the shelf. As the product runs out on the shelf, basically they have to raise the price to slow down on people buying it or be bought out. If silver was still $5 an ounce, it probably wouldn't be any around, just point blank. If hamburgers were still $1, everybody would be going out to eat every night. But the truth of the matter is everything is going up, and we're the ones paying the bill for it. You know, they don't tell you that government gets money first. A lot of people won't tell you that. Who do you think gets the first money that's created? The banks and the government. They get it first. They get to spend it at the lower prices, and then as it makes its way through the system, prices tend to go up more, and we end up footing that bill. And that's why a lot of us are stacking precious metals, because we understand. I mean, if you've been stacking for any period of time, you guys understand that you are in a better position because of your stack. You know, you have more silver, you have more gold, you've been stacking it away for a little while. And truth be told, you know, it does go up in value. And as it goes up in value, your net worth is a little bit more because you have a little bit more. Now, the beauty of precious metals, though, is it's not an item that you can just essentially, well, I won't say can't be taxed for holding it, but nobody really knows you're holding it. In some countries, they don't have that same privilege. Because if you go to the store or you go to a bullion company and you buy this, there's actually a transfer tax. It's documented. And essentially, when you go to sell it, there's a commission on it, a tax. You want to hold it, there's a tax for holding it. Think about that for a minute. A tax for holding money. I mean, you know, money is essentially... Oh, I never did say, if you guys enjoyed this video, please take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button for me. It really helps me out. And leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. And if you're not subscribed, do the ultimate thing and subscribe to the channel because it helps me out more than you know. But money, when you think about money, money is almost like a battery. It's designed to hold your wealth, your labor. You go to work, you work all day for what? You work all day for money. And in most cases, that money, you hope it's going to hold its value. But as that money gets watered down day after day after day, people start getting discouraged. And as they get more and more discouraged that their money is not holding value, what does that incentivize you to do? Well, essentially, you really don't want to go to work. Because it feels like you're going nowhere. You're going to work all day, you're going to work all week, and you're barely making ends meet. You know, the money you're getting, as soon as you get it, it seems like it's worth less already. You go to the grocery store. Remember the days when you could go to the grocery store and maybe spend $20? Now you go to the grocery store, you're lucky to get out of there without spending $100. I mean, on average, the average person that I talk to when they go to the grocery store, they goes $100 minimum. That's not even on the uppity up levels. I mean, I bought a thing of olives the other day, and that was, what, $12, I think? You know, yeah, they were gourmet olives, and they had the little fetas with them and the little pepperonis with them and all the good stuff. But, I mean, stuff's just getting more and more expensive. I think it was actually $9.99 a pound is how much it was for olives. Think about that for a minute. And a lot of that stems because them olives were gourmet. They came from another country. That means a lot of basically energy it took to get it all the way around the other side of the world. Now, some people will say, well, it took the same amount of energy years ago when they were only $6 a pound. I remember when I was young, not young, but I remember when I was younger. I've always had a thing for olives, especially the good gourmet olives. I always like the Greek stores because they got the good olives. But I remember when they were like $5 a pound. Well, how were they $5 a pound back then? The truth of the matter is the energy cost. It has a huge impact. The labor cost has a huge impact because as prices go up, people want more money. They demand it or they won't work. I mean, I talk to a lot of business owners and I'm hearing a common thing from a lot of them right now. I can't find employees that want to work because the money that they're working for is becoming worth less and less. And it scares them. It frustrates them. And in a lot of cases now you have government subsidies at essentially moving up higher and higher. More and more people want to get on them. I won't say the amount of money people are getting are going up, but more and more people trying to get on them. Whether that be disability, whether that be retirement, Social Security, food stamps, WIC, any kind of benefits almost. More and more people, and I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong, that's not what this is about. What this is about is what's actually happening. You know, I actually heard the current president come out and say, you know, inflation is because companies are paying their employees too much. And if they weren't paying their employees as much as they were, then we wouldn't be having this problem. I mean, I want you to really think about that for a minute. It's the employer's fault that they're paying their employees too much. I know many business owners, and they all will laugh at that statement. Because the truth of the matter is, if they didn't have to pay them more, they wouldn't. But they don't really have a choice. And why don't they have a choice? They don't have a choice because if they don't pay more, people don't want to go to work for them. I mean, that's why it's getting harder and harder to find employees. If you're a business owner, leave a comment below. Let me know. Are you having a hard time finding people that want to work for what you normally pay them? Now, I mean, obviously, big companies are getting smarter about this. Big companies are starting to use a lot of AI to cut jobs. They're using a lot of robotics to cut jobs. Even your grocery stores, when you think about it. I mean, anytime I go to Walmart, it drives me nuts. One cashier, and then they have all these self-checkouts. So think about that. I'm expected to, one, get my own cart, go get my own groceries, go and scan all my products, bag all my products, take it out to the car, and now they want you to even take your cart into those little bins. I mean, what's next, really? I mean, the next step is simply going to be they'll probably charge you $1 to use their shopping cart, and if you don't put it back, you don't get your $1 back. And that will incentivize people to bring their carts back. I seen something like this when I was at Disney World or Universal the last time I went. These little carts, strollers or whatever. And essentially you put all your little snacks, coolers, memorabilia, keepsake, all that stuff in the cart. And as long as you return the cart back to a checkout, you won't get billed for it. You'll just pay, well, you'll get billed. Don't get me wrong. They'll hit you on something. It just won't be as much. You'll get a portion of it back, but if you don't return it. I mean, think about that for a minute. They're looking for every which way. What is next? Try to find a way for you to stock your own shelves. Take it right out of the boxes that they come in. I mean, it's getting ridiculous out there what's going on. Now, you know, some people are trying to kind of beat it. I'll be honest. I hate ringing myself up. I just don't like doing it. I won't. I always go to the one cashier, and if that means me wait a few extra minutes and then be able to complain about it, unfortunately, I do it. Now, some people may disagree. I mean, too many things can go wrong when you ring yourself up. I always picture they want to look at your receipt, and all of a sudden, something misrang up. Oh, you tried stealing it? Who knows? But the truth of the matter is, you can see where everything's going. It's getting harder and harder for us to survive and stack. And we've done videos on this a while back where we said it would get harder to stack, and it's only going to get harder because the truth of the matter is everything is going to keep going up. Silver is going to keep going up, and as that happens, then what? You're going to be stacking at $30, $40, $50, $100. Now, what are your alternatives? Because here's the thing. I've had some people tell me, I won't buy, and I'll be honest, I said I wouldn't buy over 20. Now I'm saying I'm trying not to buy over 30. Soon, once we break through 30 hard, and I'm talking a good clean breakthrough, like not 31, 32, where it could come back down under 30. I'm talking just light through it. $35 an ounce, $36 an ounce. You know you're not getting it for under 30 again. Just like we know you're not getting it for under 20 again. I mean, a lot of people have this belief we're going to see 20. Good luck. I mean, I'm at the point now where I highly doubt we will ever see $20 silver again. The people that came out and said that they're not buying until it hits $20, I don't think they'll ever buy again, or they'll give up that viewpoint. And let me know in the comments if you're one of those people. Hey, I'm proud of you for sticking to your guns, and hopefully oh no, I shouldn't have said that word. Sticking to your PPs, I shouldn't have said that. Needless to say, I try to stay away from that one word because it always hits. But good on you. But the truth of the matter is I've tried it, and, you know, now I'm at the point where I'm trying to pick up stuff under 30, and I do occasionally pick up some deals, but they're few and far. I got a package in yesterday, $29 an ounce. I was pretty happy getting that. I got another one coming pretty soon, even though the second one's not mine, it's my son's. And, you know, eventually you just ain't going to be able to get anything. And a lot of people can't envision that. And they think that, oh, when it goes to 70, there's no way I'll buy. Or it goes to 100. We'll say 100. There's no way I'm buying at $100 an ounce. But the truth of the matter is, when the currency that we're using is losing value faster and faster, it's only going to keep going up faster and faster. And you will be doing anything you can do to basically beat that inflation, whether it's look for a higher interest rate yielding savings bonds, savings account, buying something. Because the truth of the matter is, when you're working for paper and it has no value, you're not going to go to work anymore. Can you imagine if you went in and they tried paying you in toilet paper on Friday? How many of you guys are going to go to work a second week when they say, oh no, we're no longer using money, we're just going to use toilet paper? And you need a whole wheelbarrow full of it to go buy a loaf of bread. I hear people say all the time, oh, loaf of breads must be in high demand, because that's all I ever hear those stackers mention is loaves of bread. But it's not just loaves of bread. We use loaves of bread because it's the most common item that people probably buy. The average household probably goes through a loaf of bread every week. I guess there might be a few exceptions if you're a low carb or low carb diet person. Even me, I'm not a big bread eater, but I go through a fair amount of bread. A couple sandwiches, a couple pieces of toast. Bam, I went through a loaf of bread. And the loaves of bread have even gotten smaller now, so there's less slices in there. With that being said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. It was a super long night last night, so I can't keep it going too long today because I'm exhausted already. But I hope you guys checked out that live stream. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to become a member, a super awesome opportunity for only $1.99 a month, and a lot of great perks that come with it. So it's worth checking out. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys again tomorrow on T-Square Talk. Take care, everybody, and have a great week. Hopefully we're going to see silver dip. Like I said, I ain't lying when I tell you I'd like to see silver back under 30, but I don't think it's coming now either. I mean, buying it under 30. And there's a possibility, but even that's starting to get harder and harder to find. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I will see you guys again on T-Square Talk. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.